I can't talk. Just felt like going live. That's what I was trying to say. So like the camera's actually on, but it's just dark in here right now because I was just chilling and I felt like super relaxed and I didn't feel like getting up. So I just started recording. The lights off in the dark. Hold on one second. Turn this heat off. Oh man. Okay, I'm back. Oh shoot. Okay. Wait. Where's the phone at? Okay. I'm back. I'm sorry. It's just dark in here. I didn't feel like cutting the lights on. Just chilling, relaxing. Like I was saying, I'm just chilling, relaxing. Just felt like getting on here, making another live again. Hope everybody's day is going good. It's Sunday, which means it's my only day off. I go back to work tomorrow. And yeah, I just felt like coming on here ranting about nothing. You know, I was just how weird life is. Like today, I was, well, I don't even want to say today, but I know earlier today, that's still today. This is actually a different thought. Earlier today, I was just sitting here and I was thinking about how, it's just so insane to me how, everybody that's alive right now is going to be dead. We're all going to be dead soon. What triggered this thought was the thought of my grandparents that, passed away not too well a while ago now actually. And I seen a picture of them and my mind just kind of like I had a flashback of just different memories of these people. And it just kind of made me realize, you know, once you're gone, and it just kind of made me think about them and again some of the memories and just certain things about them. And it's just weird when I think about how like people that are going like they're going, but we're all basically headed to that same state, to that same destination. We're all going to be like someone's going to be talking about me being like, I remember when Omar or whatever, and then I'm going to be going from this place, and after that, who the fuck knows. But it's really weird for me to think about while I'm alive right now, and I think in both a very linear way and a non-linear way at the same time. In other words, I think in a very human way about life and death, and then I also kind of have like this larger larger universal infinite way of thinking about the experience of life and existing and existence and the concept of existence versus non-existence, like what is the line between existence and non-existence, or your perception of existence versus non-existence, and is it a difference? What's the difference between existing and not existing? Because everything that doesn't exist right now um is a part of everything that does exist, you know? So I'm like, well, if it doesn't exist, but it exists, then does it really not exist? You know? How can you be something that doesn't exist, but everything that does exist fits inside of something that doesn't exist, which is nothing, right? So, and everything, I guess. I don't fucking know. But, I be just thinking about stuff like this, man, and it just makes me wonder and think about, like, how little we all still know about reality and existence and what life is and what it's actually about. We all say like the purpose of life is to live, but that's not the purpose. That is just, you know, in my opinion, it's more of like a happening, existence existing, you know, but you really can't give anything any kind of like defined purpose because that's still just something that you're making up, and I know I'm getting all like, philosophical and existential, but it's kind of hard not to sound like I'm getting like that, because it's just when I start talking about these things, it just kind of spins my mind into like all of these weird, you know, spaces of perception and of thought. It's just like this really weird, like infinite space that just unravels, and it doesn't end. The more questions you answer to yourself, the more questions or more answers you give yourself, the more questions those answers are going to create. And you never really get any, definitive answer of creation or existence or non-existence. You just always have more questions because like each answer somehow just seems to spiral into more and more infinite questions about, you know, being, non-being, and existence versus non-existence. And, you know, how does non-existence fit into existence? At what point does nothing become something or something become nothing? And I just realized that outside of my egoic mind, like this is really, you know, in the back of my mind, even as I live my physical life, I'm just like, what does any of this mean? Like, what does any of this mean? Like, the spiritual people kind of had me fooled and, had me under the idea that, there was some point to all of this, and it's like, it kind of just goes back to the point is just to be alive. And it's just like, well, yeah, but when you're truly alive, you see what both a fucked up situation we're in, while still it's a miracle. So it's like, well, what is it? Is it heaven or hell? And then people they'll say, well, it's actually both, or it depends on how you look at it. And I'm like, well, that's not really an answer, and it's not. It's just however you see it. So is it both true? And they say, well, it's how you look at it. I'm like, okay, well, you don't know, basically. Okay, I get it. You don't know. Just say you don't know. So, I just I think about these things, and even when it comes to myself, I realize that there's I still feel like a brand new newborn in this world. I even with all of the things that I feel like I know or I've come to this, I realize that I don't know anything still. Even all the research and looking into different belief systems and philosophies, honestly, I realize I don't know anything. I have this belief of knowing something, but I had a belief of knowing something too, and that was found out to be completely wrong, or maybe not wrong, but just one perception or one lens of perception of existence, one way of seeing things, one box of perception, but it's just a certain way of seeing things again. So I, I, I said all that to say, you know, Can you really trust what you think or what you believe? We all talk about beliefs and knowing, but everything I thought I knew, I realized that I actually didn't know that at all. People say you have to stop believing and start knowing. Well, I say again, I thought I knew before, and I realized that I was just believing that. So at what point does knowing become reality? You know, because what I thought I knew, again, it was just a belief, and that belief was my reality. But I realized that that reality was just another belief or another dream. So, you know, at what point does knowing and believing become different? If you believe something, you only believe it because you think you know it. And if you think you know it, then you know it until you know that you don't know it. In that point, you realize that it's just a belief. See, everything's a contradiction. Like, can we stop playing these word fucking games and acting like we're not all fucking doing the same thing? You know, with our perception and our beliefs and our building of reality in the external world. Like, we're not just making this shit up. We're acting like we just know shit, and that's the reality. Yeah, it's the reality because that's the way you're defining it. But stop trying to get me to buy other people's bullshit because it just makes your world better. Like, I'm trying to fucking make my own world the way I want it to be. You know, like, fuck me if me seeing things the way that I want to see things somehow makes you feel like shit. You know, ain't nobody sitting here trying to collaborate and be like, well, let's actually blend worlds in a way that everybody feels happy, or you know what I'm saying, like they don't feel like they're getting shit on. Nobody wants to do that though. Everybody just wants to be the fucking top dog or be on top of the fucking pyramid and be like, oh no, fuck you, you're down there and we're up here. No, fuck you. That's how I think. That's how I feel about it. I'm so sick of this shit. People in the world thinking that they have some type of hierarchy over you, that they're superior. All these fucking systems that try to fucking suppress your consciousness and make you feel like you're beneath them, like there's some kind of god or something. All these fucking projections. I'm so fucking over it, man. I really am. All this bullshit that we're just kind of just fed and just becomes stuff like, oh, self-hate and seeing ourselves as small and overly caring about what people think about us because we think that there's someone over us that's better than us, that's in some fucking elite system that has all this fucking power. No, I don't believe in that anymore. I don't believe in anything or anyone telling me to stop thinking of myself so highly. How dare you think that you're as good as me? I'm fucking better. How about that? Or maybe not better, but just as good as you. I exist in all fucking possibilities, just as you. I have I have the source throwing. I said throwing. I have the source flowing through me, just like you have it flowing through you. So why should I look at myself as less than any fucking body, no matter how you fucking perceive me? What the fuck do I care? You know, you know, we're all in the same situation here. No matter how many people want to sit here and do their best to make you feel like you're beneath them in some type of way, like they're just so better than you. Oh, you are so much less than me. No, I'm just as good as you. I'm just as good as you. I'm done. Like I'm not believing any of these things anymore. You know, what am I talking about? I'm talking about anything and everything that's ever made you feel like you're beneath it, like you're not as good, like you're not enough. You know, it's almost like these energies or these forces, they need you to think that you're beneath them, and so they can keep having their sense of power and superiority, or their sense of hierarchy. It's anything that's making you feel like you're beneath it. Anything, anybody, any system. any anything. Could be people, could be things you see, it could be anything. Anything that makes you feel like you're less is bullshit. It's bullshit. It's like I can exist wherever and however I want to. I don't need your fucking permission to be. My sense of perception is the same as your sense of perception. Like, why do people feel like you don't even have the right to even exist in certain spaces? Who the fuck made you, fucking God? And when you let people make you feel like you don't have a space to just be yourself, like you're doing something wrong, like you're hurting somebody when you actually aren't, that's a problem with me. Because now you're attacking my essence, my God essence. You're telling me that I can't exist as I am, that I'm a problem, that I don't have the right to actually exist in this space as I am, as long as I'm not hurting nobody. It's like, if I'm not hurting anybody, you're hurting fucking me. And that's the problem with me, that there's actually presences or beings that actually want to actually make you feel small for no fucking reason outside of that's just how they see it. Because they can't tell you any reason why they feel the way that they do. It's just some stupid ass, like stupid ass, what's the word? Can't think of the word. Like some stupid ass superstitious type shit, which has nothing to do with this present moment, outside of their own perceptions and their own prejudices. So yeah, it's a problem. Like when people say like spiritual warfare is real, and like this type of like this internal thing where people, I'll just say forces or energies, almost try to get you to destroy yourself, but they end up destroying themselves. Like, the crazy part about it is people that's trying to destroy you, like, they'll literally end up destroying themselves, because if you are really who you say you are, then all the shit they're doing to hurt you, all it's gonna do is just end up hurting. Like, you're not hurting me. Like, motherfuckers is trying to hurt me. Like, you ain't fucking hurting me. Because as far as I'm concerned, like, I'm just living life and observing life and experiencing life and just taking notes on, like, wow, okay, this is how this works. This is how people are doing things. This is how certain people act. This is how wow, this is really how people work, and this is how people act. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm taking notes. Like, I'm learning from this shit. Motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? They think they hurt me. Like, you're not hurting me. I promise you ain't hurting me. Like, you're not hurting me. Nothing you're doing is hurting me. You're hurting yourself. Because I see shit for what it is. When anybody in my life or anything in my life starts doing a certain thing, the old me used to just, get emotional, get upset, get hurt. And I still get hurt by shit. But I actually use that pain and that experience to just simply get more data about life and how people really are. So I just know how to move. Like, you're actually just making me better and stronger, actually, because I'm more fucking aware now. I'm smarter. Like, I'm smarter. I don't fall for stupid shit. Like, I catch people in their own shit before they even get a chance to even try to, you know what I'm saying, play with me. Like, I like, you're going to get stuck in your own shit before I get stuck in your shit. Like, the consequences of your actions of trying to hurt me, they're going to hurt you way before they hurt me, because they don't hurt me. You're doing that shit to yourself, not me. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I don't care. First of all, I'm not that stupid. Second of all, I honestly just don't give a shit. So, I mean, I just, a lot of times people, they have a lot of energy towards trying to hurt you and make you feel bad. But it's like, that shit ain't hurting me. Not one bit. I'm going to just sit there and look at you do dumb shit and be like, wow, that's really fucking stupid. And you know what? I'm going to just look at you and keep it pushing. Like, you damn dummy. I'm just saying. And I wouldn't be saying that if I didn't know you weren't doing certain things just to fucking hurt me. Like, wow, you really, really, really wanted to go out of your way to hurt me that bad. Let me know how that goes for you, jackass. Like, you ain't hurting my soul. You ain't hurting my spirit. You just hurting your own spirit. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. That's on your soul, not mine. That's the crazy part and the ironic part about it. People be trying so hard to hurt you and destroy you for no reason. You ain't done nothing to these people. They be trying so hard to figure out how to hurt you. I'm like, wow, if you really want to like do some shit that bad, I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry that you feel that threatened by me. That's sad because I'm not threatened by nobody. Don't nobody make me just by fucking existing. I don't care who you are as a person. I'll say, hey, that don't align with me, but then they go on existing and I do. I live my life, they live their life. But I don't go, man, I gotta go, I gotta make them feel bad. I gotta go do so, I gotta hurt them. I gotta cause them harm and pain because I'm like, for what? Their life? This is my life. I'm not mad. I can live and let live. These kinds of people, they can't. They start looking in this shit way too deep, get mad about it, and then they want to like do some mean, crazy shit to you because they think something about you or they feel something about you. Ain't said one goddamn word to you in real life, but they out here trying to do shit to fuck you up. This is the real thing. You know, I'm a really, really aware person. I just know these things. As weird as it sounds, you know. I've been seeing too much shit, man, lately. And I have been for a while now, but I'm aware that these things go on. And I'm like, why the fuck are you mad for? What you mad about? It's like, you ever like dated somebody and they was mad at you? And they was like, nah, I ain't mad. But they doing everything and basically giving you all the like tall tale signs that they're mad or angry, but they won't say, hey, this is what you did. This is why I feel this way. They won't do that, but they'll do everything else. But like be like, hey, I got a problem with you. Blah, blah, blah. If it's that serious, then what's on your mind, nigga? Fuck all this dumb shit. But they're not gonna do that though because they're fucking idiots. Wrapped in this facade of wisdom. No, if you can't do simple shit in a simple way, you're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot. Fuck your wisdom because your wisdom is fucking ignorance. Your wisdom is foolery. There's no wisdom in your wisdom. There's only ignorance. Motherfuckers make shit complicated. I can't stand that shit. Then they gotta be like, oh, this because it's a secret. It's a secret. No one else is supposed to know. Shut the fuck up. Ain't none of this shit secret. They just want to feel like there's just, oh, this is like, no, it's not fucking secret. On some level, and in some space, everybody knows the same shit. We just remember that and then woke up and remember that everyone forgot that. And then we feel like now we have to keep this shit from everybody else. Get the fuck out of here. There ain't no secret to this shit. It's all there. It's just been veiled off and we just choose to forget it until we all remember it again. Ain't nothing secret about this shit. Ain't nothing hidden. There's nothing hidden about it. That's just your ego say, oh, we got some secret hidden knowledge. Nobody else knows this except for us. Shut the fuck up. Stop it. Just stop. I don't care. I'm so far past and far gone caring about this type of shit. It's just like I'm over it. I'm over it. Everything is so fucking fake now. I can see like the deception and everything. I can see the lies that everybody does. I mean, it's so like I swear to God, man, like everything just seems so phony and fake to me now. Like most of my interactions, and even sometimes I'll catch myself doing something phony. I'm like, why did I do that? I didn't really want to say that. I don't really feel that way. Then I'll go back and tell them how like I really feel. Like I've just become more like aware of like just being how I want to be and being honest about how I really feel and just being like, man, fuck all that. I don't feel like that. Like that doesn't feel to me anymore. Like it just feels like I'm basically agreeing to like agree to feel lesser than some supposed higher force than myself. Like I don't feel like there really is any higher force than myself. Like what is higher than me being aware that I exist right now? Outside of that, I don't know what the fuck I am. Apparently I'm a human being and having this experience, but I'm had experiences that I'm pretty sure have shown me that I'm not this actual body. You know, I'm still aware inside this body, but I'm aware of a whole bunch of other shit and other like fucking quantum parallel dreams happening right now. Like I don't know what's higher than that because it's all the same awareness in each situation, the same presence of awareness that I'm thinking this shit. Like I'm aware of myself being aware. Like I don't know anything else that could be higher than that, and I'm pretty sure that you're the same thing too. So, like, what's higher than that? You know, well, it's God. Well, what's if that's kind of like what everything is happening through? Then, like, where's the difference? I don't think I'm like anything special. It's just like everything is kind of special and not special at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So, like, what are we even talking about? Like, I'm done like submitting to these, like, I don't know what to call them, like other forces that just make me feel a certain way. It's just like I don't even know how to say this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, what is the fucking problem? Like what? I don't get it. It's like it's almost like people are mad because I don't hate myself, but they think I should because you're you and we're us. I'm like, I don't give a shit. What does that mean to me? That has absolutely like nothing to do with me being aware in my body and me trying to figure out life. Like, I know you think you're better than me, but I don't believe that you are. But you're mad that I don't believe that you are. Like, I mean, what do you want me to say? Like, I think you're better than me. Like, I don't. I think you're just people. Like, I think you're just conceptual like ideas and fucking conceptual like ego constructs that are just there to like give contrast to like shit that is happening. And I don't fucking know. But like I don't see you as like higher or superior to me. I just don't. I just can't. It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I don't know. I mean, what do you want me to say? Like, like no. I'm sorry. Like, I don't. I think you're just one of infinite possibilities, one of infinite possible belief systems, one of infinite possible interpretations of the divine or the source or, you know, Brahman or whatever you want to call it, Shiva, consciousness. You know, it's just like you're just one of infinite expressions or conceptual expressions of that thing, whatever that is. But I don't think you're any different or better than me. May come in a different package, a different body, but that's I think that same thing is just me expressed in a different way. So for me to be like, you're definitely better than me, let me, you're above me and I'm down here on the bottom of the fucking pyramid. It's just like, no, the pyramid is actually the same thing, just fractalized down and up. It doesn't mean that it's better or hierarchical. It just means that it's just different levels. Different levels doesn't mean better. It just means different states of awareness. Different states of awareness doesn't mean you're better. It just means that you're just seeing things different on like how you're seeing things. It doesn't mean that you have some higher authority. Like we all have the same fucking authority. Like why are we acting like there's people because they're able to see things a certain way, they have more authority than you. It's like no, they don't. They don't. It's just like they don't. Like all this secret shit, all these secret like supposed groups and shit that have convinced the entire world. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. They have convinced the entire world that it's like some type of something. And I know people always like be talking about, oh, I'm over it. If someone has that much fucking control issues and think that you talking about it or speaking about it gives them some type of right to try to make you feel some type of way, nervous or some shit. It's like, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? You know, like these beliefs and power structures, like trying to make fucking people submit and keep people feeling small and powerless and scared and beneath them, like they got so much fucking power. I'm just not fucking buying it anymore. I'm not saying that there's not people out here that don't want some fuck shit, but it's mental more than it's anything else. That's what I'm realizing more and more. It's like, I'm not a fucking fool. I'm not a fucking idiot. I know there's real dangers out here, but it's just, those are the actual weak people. Because why do you need me to feel that small? Like, why do you need me to feel like that subservient? To where if I say something that she don't like, oh boy, we gotta, this is a problem here. And you see this type of shit all the time. Certain people, they get fucking shit happens to them. Like you're actually basically showing people how small you feel because you have to shut somebody up because they said something that you didn't like or that made you feel some type of way. You don't have any fucking emotional control. Mr. Enlightened person. Everything's a contradiction. Oh, you haven't reached where we're at. We're the masters. Fucking master, man. Ain't my fucking master. We all come into this existence and we don't know shit. They're born into this life. Everybody's beliefs. They pass down their beliefs, their ideas, their way of seeing life, their way of experiencing life, their way of surviving and navigating life. And that's all we get until we open up more doors in our mind that get us to question outside of those beliefs and patterns of behaviors that were kind of passed down to us. And that whole process is just done through actually living and experiencing life. You know, and just open up other boxes through our behaviors, our patterns, and our choices. We open up other boxes of perception through our actions that cause reactions that echo out into eternity and create other possibilities. But it's wow, my voice just changed just now. I said, but it's just my voice got high just now. But it's just other doors of perception opening through our experiences and our actions. That's really all that it is. And then that room is still surrounded by another room that's in the dark. We open up one door, we're in another room that's in an infinite void. So our life and our experiences, our time and space is basically just one big dark room that is ever internally unfolding or unraveling, basically, and giving us new experiences, but we don't know about the other shit until we first, you know, live and experience and make choices and take chances. That opens up other possibilities out of infinite possibilities. So that's life. And that's all I'm fucking doing. And I'm not hurting nobody doing it. I'm just literally just living life. And I feel like there's people or energies that have a problem with that. Because supposedly they're better than me, or I'm supposed to think that they are. You know, but they'll say, "Oh no, see, we don't think that. We think that we're all the same." Like, yeah, you'll say that, but then you act like that. Like you act like you are, or you act like you want me to feel like you are. I don't know, but it's just this superior complex energy that's just old, and I don't care anymore. I just don't care because I don't feel like I'm hurting anybody. I'm just living and existing and experiencing life in every moment as it unravels. Not really knowing what the fuck's going to happen, but still just taking certain actions, making certain choices, and rolling the dice and seeing what happens. I have no idea where any of this is going. I have an idea of where I'm trying to take it, but I have no idea what's going to come of any of this. And apparently, like, that's a problem, you know, to somebody somewhere, you know. Like, I think we're all kind of fools. We all kind of are in life, just in this dark room, not really knowing like what the fuck is actually happening. Just trying to make the best conceptual choices that we can. We try to, you know, but none of us really knows what the fuck we're doing. None of us really knows what's going to happen. You know, yeah, we try to, like, you know, do research and learn things and, you know, read about certain things that other people before us wrote and that supposedly in us, even though like I wasn't there to, like, you know, confirm any of this shit, but somebody wrote it, so it must be true somewhere, apparently. Even though like you wasn't there to confirm it and see when they wrote it and the context they wrote it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody, but we're just believing shit because it sounds like it was written by smart people that were smarter than me. You know, I don't fucking know. Anyway, you know, we're all fools. We're all fools in the sense that we don't really know anything. We don't know what reality is. We don't know what existence is. We don't really know. We don't know exactly what happens after we die. Yes, I know there's books and stuff like the Book of the Dead and stuff like that, but those are all things that were written by some person that, again, we don't truly understand the concept. I know some of it is symbolic and some of it is literal, but we don't understand every context or what situation that stuff was written in. We weren't there to see what they saw or experienced, so we don't know if these things are literal, symbolic, or both. You know, we don't know if it was like this is like some kind of simulation or organic simulation. We don't know if it's, you know, we don't know what, we can't say definitively like what anything is or what anything actually means, but we act like we can though. So what I'm saying is we're all just kind of going through life in that manner, pretending like we're not, forgetting that we're not, and we just act like we just know shit that we really don't know. We just think. And I do it too. I do it too. What I'm saying is that's all I'm really doing, you know. So anyway, it's like we're basically all just fools. We're idiots. We're fools. We don't mean to be, but that's just kind of like life. Life is one big giant experiment, and when people experiment, shit blows up. Shit gets fucked up. Sometimes it works out. Sometimes it doesn't. The point of it being an experiment is we don't know what the fuck's going to happen. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. I don't know what's going to come of any of this. But again, life existence is basically an experiment. Half the time shit works out, half the time shit don't work out. I don't fucking know what's going to happen. I just can't keep pretending like I do. I just can't keep pretending like other people know exactly all the right answers in life and what to do. Like they're not experimenting with life just like I am. It's like you're doing the same thing. Maybe you have better circumstances, but we're all just kind of doing shit and hoping to God that it works out. And if it doesn't, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't fucking know. I guess I'll have to figure out something. But we're all on the same boat here. You know, whether people want to, you know, act like it or not, like we're all doing whatever we're doing, hoping to God that it works out the way that we want it to, or that we'll find a way or a better way in the process, you know? So who is really the fool? Everybody. Everybody's a fool. I'm a fool. You're a fool. Hell, even God's a fool. In his genius intelligence, God is a fool because even God doesn't even know where any of this is going. It's just going. God is just a happening that doesn't know why it's happening, but it just happens because it happens. You know, no real beginning or end. It's just like, I don't know. I just am. I don't know why I am. I just happen to be. You know, I don't know what life is. I don't know how mine is going to end or begin. All I know is I'm trying to figure it out right now the best I can. You know, I don't know what half of the shit that happened in my life, what relevance it really has outside of the relevance that I just guess or assume that it has. That could change at any moment, you know? But I just, you know, make my best guess. And I just say, well, hey, you know, I mean, that was interesting to know. That was interesting to find out. I didn't know that would happen if that happened, you know? And I just store it as like, I know now, you know, but it ain't hurting me, you know? It's just making me wiser. So anyway, yeah, that's basically the video. You know, to be all knowing, you have to first be a fool. You know, to be nothing, you have to be everything. Because everything is, how can I say it? Everything is within nothing. Everything exists within nothing. So everything that is, including the fool all the way to the genius, to the wizard, to the magician, you know, it's all contained. But everything is contained within the nothing, is what I'm saying. So everything is both true and untrue at the same time, right? And I understand at least that much. You know, I may not understand all of your hidden codes and symbols and stuff. I don't think I really need to. You know, I think that some things are just beyond, you know, little codes and symbols and stuff. Something is just, yeah, that's good for like your ego human minds to like use to communicate certain shit. But I feel like it's just certain knowings that kind of just transcend language and even symbols. Like knowing is just, like I said, everything is contained within nothing. So in other words, every single thing that's known on some level is understood in a non-physical way. Just by pure knowing. It's just there in some part of your awareness or your universal mind. It's there. Beyond words, beyond symbols, just knowing. It's just knowing. Like, you ever just know some shit and just didn't know how you knew, but you just knew? It happens to me all the time now. I swear to God, I think I'd be reading people's minds. As weird as that sounds. And I'm like, how did I know that? But like, I get confirmation all the time. Like, shit I'm thinking is actually being thought in other people's minds. I'm like, wait a second, am I thinking this shit or are you thinking this shit? Like, who's thinking this? Are you reading my thoughts, or are you? Am I reading your thoughts, or are you reading my thoughts? Or like, what the fuck is the difference? Like, shit like that has been happening to me lately, more and more, and like it gets echoed. It gets echoed through people, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, why? Like, wait, what? Like, what is happening right now? What's happening right now? Anyway, that's a whole nother video. I'm not gonna go there because I just can't. I can't do it right now. I can't do it. Anyway, I'm going to end this video here, y'all. Y'all take it easy and have a great, lovely Sunday evening.